What's up everybody, this is Reese here from C Manga and welcome to my review of Fairy Tail chapter 425, SaberTooth. Alright, so this chapter here actually had a good bit of writing to it, you know, it's like, to be honest, I did kind of think that Mishima would pretty much like forget about the whole future rogue incident thing and when it's supposed to happen, but there you have it. All of it was actually all completely spoken about and brought up in this chapter. So yeah, there was a lot of times when obviously Nuts was like looking really suspicious whenever anything was brought up about Grey, and all of it was completely made clear this chapter. It's like, I always thought it was kind of strange how whenever anyone kind of like mentioned Grey, it was just kind of like, he just put the most serious face on, just like, he just knew something was happening. It's like, he just knew from the very beginning that Grey had joined the Dark Guild. So anyway, there's, you know, just going to quickly go over like what happened in the rest of this chapter. Obviously, you got the whole little usual, hi, how you doing thing when they met up with SaberTooth guys. Thought it was kind of a little bit funny how like Sting was all fat, but I don't think it's going to be a permanent thing. It kind of seems more like, you know, it's going for the whole Luffy Goku thing after they just finished eating, because obviously they did go through like a giant eating contest, so it'll probably wear off pretty quickly. Yeah, like I said, this thing is kind of going with the whole, you know, this whole way these mini arcs are kind of progressing and stuff. It does kind of have like this whole little early One Piece vibe to it. I think I've mentioned it in the comments on the last video I did. But yeah, it seems like Mishima's definitely taking some tips from Oda with like how to, you know, pace out these little mini arcs. But anyway, whole reason for going to SaberTooth was so that Nuts can talk to Rogue, because let's remember the whole 1 year time limit on when everything's basically just going to kick off, and that's roughly now. So yeah, Future Rogue obviously said that within 1 year Froche will die, that will cause him obviously to turn into the man he is there, you know, travelling back in time, causing all that trouble. And it's revealed in this chapter that the one who actually killed Froche was actually Grey. I know, surprising, right? It's like, whoa, where did that come from? So that there pretty much explains exactly why Natsu knew exactly that Grey was joined the Dark Guild, because obviously, you know, went up to Rogue, found like what he's actually like, his mission that he was about to do, and it's like, oh, take out Avatar. It's like, yep, this is exactly what's going to happen. Nah, he did not let him go after that point. It's like, nope, I'm taking on this mission, this is mine now. So it looks kind of like, you know, my little theory of Grey being a whole little double agent is not exactly going to be true, you know. It's like, it looks like he's definitely been corrupted by the whole Demon Slayer magic. You know, how that's going to pan out, I'm not really too sure. Maybe Natsu can knock some sense into him. But yeah, it looks like, you know, Natsu's pretty much going to go and try to take out Avatar all by himself. But my guess is that obviously, you know, Rogues and Sting are probably going to turn up and help him out at some point. So there's no way they're going to leave him on his own. But anyway, before I say anything more, I want to try and make some sense of this whole timeline thing, because it is a little bit confusing and convoluted, because obviously, you know, a whole year ago the dragons were supposed to descend, killing most of the guilds, which, you know, so does that mean that, what would have happened to Grey anyway? Because I would have thought that he might have died, or, you know, along with that, or did he actually in fact survive it, join a Dark Guild somehow, because I'm not too sure how, you know, the whole corruption of him happened, because, you know, the whole Demons of Zera thing, I'm not exactly too sure whether that was supposed to happen or whether that just happened as a result of like the timeline changing. You see, this is why I really hate time travel, because everything just gets so bloody confusing. It's like, unless you know the original timeline that was supposed to happen, all these things now, you know, when things do start happening, it's like, was that supposed to happen or will it not happen? So much confusing. But yeah, it's just kind of like making me think, like, if Grey was always going to be the one to take out Froche, how did he get how was he get, you know, did he get corrupted in the original timeline? What happened there? Guess we'll never obviously know, but obviously now we know what's going to be happening now. But either way, it's going to be interesting to say the least, like, you know, the reasons to how Grey descended down this dark path, how will he return to the light, you know, what is going to happen. Because obviously, like I said, I'm definitely betting on Sting and Rogue turning up to give Natsu some backup when obviously he's going to start getting overwhelmed. No matter how powerful Natsu is, there's no way that he can take on an entire Dark Guild by himself. The whole him versus Grey is definitely going to be a one-on-one thing. I don't know, maybe that's when we'll finally get the end reveal, something like that. But yeah, this is actually starting to get really, really interesting. I'm actually really looking forward to the way this arc is panning out, because this is what I really wanted. It's like the last arc, it was just a bit like, meh, you know, oh, they got Wendy back, oh, who cares, not really, you know, Wendy's not exactly one of them big characters, but Grey's been one of them characters from the very beginning. He's there since like chapter 2, so this is going to be a really interesting arc. And plus obviously it's got like, you know, the whole future Rogue thing, so let's see how it pans out. So yeah, that about ends it for me, guys. I was really excited with this chapter. You know, there's lots of theories coming up, but what did you guys think of this chapter? Let me know in the comment section below. What your theories as to what happened to Grey in the original timeline. You know, do you think that Froche is still going to die, and will like Rogue turn rogue essentially And how did he get Sting's power? Stuff like that. There's so many questions. But yeah, let me know your theories in the comment section below. And as usual, don't forget to check out other things on the channel. So I'll see you next time.